Hello, it is a dark episode for December the 20th, 2025. God damn it. It's hard to remember when you're feeling poorly, which I am. Not so poorly that I didn't go to work, but I did wear a mask at work to not spread, as I said, the Christmas cheer far and wide. So yeah, I wore a mask. I took some Tylenol nose and throat stuff, and that seems to have worked. I actually read yet another chapter of The Blood of the Vampire. I think if I can do it, I'm going to just try and soldier on and do like a half an hour each day, like it's basically one chapter of this book to get my way through it. I'm actually fairly far into it now, I think. Should take a look at what it is and update my Goodreads thing. But, you know, with that amount of momentum, I think I can get through what is not exactly a greatly successful book. The mystery of why this isn't particularly well known is apparent to me now that I've read it, because I wouldn't recommend anyone else read it particularly. So yes, there's that. Not too much else than that. I definitely took it easy in the morning. Other than hi everyone out there. I actually uploaded all my outstanding videos that I hadn't uploaded yet. Not that they're outstanding, just that they're videos that were sitting on my phone and that I hadn't put on this channel yet. I actually this evening made a point of listening to the two recent reviews, The Genius of Trees and Tricks for Free. As I rather suspected, the Genius of Trees review was definitely a review of a science nonfiction book by a non-science person who didn't have any grasp whatsoever of the book. So that will just stay on my channel. The Tricks for Free review was actually fine. It's the 7th book in the series. No one's going to be interested in it, but it's actually a okay review. If I do have vague inclination, I could drop that on my public channel without any shame or without any illusion that anyone would actually be interested in watching the review. So win-win for me. So yeah, maybe I'll do that, just a proof of life stuff. I have a tag video which I may have deleted already, which I could also put up. I don't know. I'll think about that. What else? Nothing much else that I can think of. I am going to head upstairs and read Big Chief, which is one of those, it's days 1 through 4 or something on a feast day weekend, of which is Thanksgiving, which is also, Turkey Day, which is also Happy Genocide of Indigenous Peoples Day in Canada and the United States, or different days, because we celebrate on different days, but has that fraught meaning to it, which is pointed because it's called Feast Day in this native reserve, where the protagonist is basically a corrupt politician who's maybe corrupt, went into it trying to be corrupt for the right reasons, is disenrolling the criminals in his thing, and is not popular for it, and it looks like everything is going to come crashing down for him and his buddy, who is the chief. Though the big chief is their ride, is the big kind of armored car that the chief drives around in, and there's a lot about the Shiver in this book, which is the main character, Mitch Caddo, having the shiver. Part of it being thinking about his mother getting killed by a driver of a stolen car, kind of the people that he's now disenrolling from his tribe. Sort of, there's a kind of a very personal kind of like, I felt powerless in that moment. I didn't matter. So therefore I'm going to take power and I'm going to do this thing. And it's kind of a pretty negative space to be operating out of. And he is in some ways negative space, which he's been told by a lady friend, Layla Beck, who's adopted daughter of Joe Beck, who is a white guy who's kind of come into this community and is kind of a father figure to this guy who is biracial and already kind of insecure about his nativeness. Definitely by the other fellow native people who actually live on the reserve, which is, you know, one of these things of like a lot of native, I think the majority of native people don't actually live on reserve anymore. So there's some tensions there. Obviously I'm speaking of this as a big old white guy looking at it from the outside who doesn't understand shit. So take that with a grain of salt, all the thousands of people listening to my voice right now. If I don't even listen to my voice after I record these things, I doubt if anyone else will. But yes, I'm reading that at the moment. I'm going to go inside and read that. Ciao.